Alright, hey everybody, check this out. This is our newly delivered air compressor. It's an Ingersoll Rand like 55S5 or something like that. It's an 80-gallon 5-horse, I think it's 175 PSI model. And it weighs 506,000 pounds or something. We got it delivered here from Tractor Supply. And it comes on this little pallet. It's bolted to a little pallet. And then when they shipped it here, the guy put it on another pallet, just loosely. And that made it too tall to fit in the garage when I was at work. So we had to figure out a way to get it in here after the fact without the benefit of a pallet jack. So what we did, we took two 10-foot long 2x6s and screwed them to the side of the pallet that the unit's mounted to. And then we were able to lift it up and put some furniture dollies on it. We got these cross boards that are going across the top because we need the pallet to basically be scraping on the ground to get it underneath the door of the garage. There's an air filter up here, and you can take the housing off, but it still doesn't reduce the height. So we had to figure out a way to get this thing to be like a low rider and come in the garage. So what we did, I just told you with these boards, so now we're just going to demonstrate how easy it is to lift it up and put this last furniture dolly underneath this skid. So let me put the camera down and we'll just lift it up and show you how it works. Alright, so we're just going to lift this up and then roll the furniture dolly under. Let's get it in position and then lift. There it is. And now we'll go down to the other end. Alright, now the other end, so lift it. Whoa! Throw it in.
This thing wiggles.
Yeah, it wiggles a little bit. Yeah, you want to leave it bolted. It's bolted to the pallet right now. You want to leave it bolted in there because these things are way top heavy. You know, if you look over here, they're like wicked top heavy with all that pump and motor and stuff up there. It weighs, 500 pounds and probably 400 pounds is up on top. 350 pounds is up on top. All right, so now that it's on the skid, and the skid's on the furniture dollies, we can whip this thing around, like nothing. So watch out, now I can show you how easy it is to move it. You just hold that side, we'll move it towards you. But it really just, it rolls with no trouble whatsoever. So we'll be able to move this wherever we want, and it's actually going to go on the other side of the garage. But what we're thinking is now that it's in here and it's on this big sled, the skid is too big to get into the corner where we want to put it for the final location. So we actually got some wheels and we made some little brackets up. And now we're going to put these wheels on the bottom of it so that we can just roll it right over to where we want. So I'll show you these wheels and then we'll put them on. Alright, so this is the wheel setup that we have. We bought these wheels and they have a flat top with a plate for mounting it. And they're like 250-pound capacity. So what we really need is a bolt sticking out of the top. And I didn't want to just weld this on here because there's like bearings in there and there's probably like nylon or rubber or something, some kind of, I can see like that's probably maybe that's a metal ring, but I'm sure there's some kind of plastic or rubber or something in there somewhere. So what we wanted to wind up with was this kind of a setup, a bracket. So I'll show you what we did. We took a flat bar of steel. We drilled in 3 holes, one in the middle for the big bolt to go in, and we got to put a washer on it to make it a little fatter at the head. And then the other 2 holes are going to go for the 2 holes on the mounting plate. We're just going to use 2 and we're going to put it on diagonally. But you can see because of the head of the bolt, it wiggles around. So we got some smaller bolts here, oversized nut, okay, to be a spacer. So that goes on top, you put the bolt through. This is not the right size nut, it's just a spacer. So we do 2 of those diagonally opposite each other. And then we put the plate on, and that one's going to fall out That's all right. We'll put the plate on, throw a nut on it. Go ahead and nut it. Okay, and then we can do the other side. Let's see, we got to do which corner, the back corner. Got a little bit of wiggling around on you. The right one? Yeah. Another nut. Alright, tighten it all up. Now nothing wiggles around, and we can set the compressor foot over this bolt and bolt it on. Alright, so now we're in the middle of putting the wheels on, and basically what we're doing is cutting the pallet out from underneath the compressor so we can get the wheels into place. Alright, so that's done. This is actually, this piece is oak that they use underneath the pallet. The other pieces don't look like oak. Alright, so here we go. So lift it up a little bit and I'll put the wheel on. And the brake is on the wheel, yeah, okay. Okay. Lower it down.
Watch your finger.
You're gonna have to turn it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Lift
got
it up
that.
a little bit. Whoa, what are we doing?
The other wheel moved.
Alright.
It's okay.
Lift it up. Okay, lower it down. I don't think that's right. Well, this is temporary anyway, because we just got to get it over to where we want to put it.
Are you letting? Did you let go? Yeah. I haven't let go.
Okay. Let me just tighten this up, and then pretty much everybody can let go. Alright, so there it is. So that's how we are putting these wheels on. You know, we'll make some final little tweaks and adjustments. But basically, now we have the ability to take the skid apart and roll the compressor around. You know, it weighs over 500 pounds, and you know, we really didn't have to try and lift it up in the air with any kind of really big heavy equipment. So on to the next step. So here it is. You can see that the compressor now is free of the shipping pallet and the skid that we made. It's on the wheels. We managed to mangle up one of these wheels, this guy down here. It got bent. You know, we had the mounting plate installed incorrectly. It was rotated so that one of these ears was actually underneath the leg, and when that happened, it allowed the whole compressor to kind of like come down and bend it. You can see this is bent now. So the problem is that this wheel will roll under, when it rolls under the compressor, because it's bent, it allows it to tip too much, and it looks like it's going to flip over because it's top heavy. So we're just going to use these wheels to get it in position, and we'll make sure that that wheel is always trailing so that it stays in the position that it's in right now, which is it's okay in that position. So we'll move the compressor over to where I want it, and then we'll just we'll take the wheels off, and I'll just bolt it to the floor. And we'll just do that by we'll pull them out, put some blocks under it, and then you can tip it off of one leg and successively lower it. So if I put like, you know, 3 2x4s or something under each leg, we can just lower it in 3 stages. And once it's on the floor, I'll just I'll drill some holes into the floor and drop some bolts in with some epoxy, and then tighten them up. Thanks for watching. Keep coming back, and we'll be working on the Mustang. Alright, so we had a little bonus footage rolling the compressor across the floor. See you later.